favorite class that I've taken in junior camp would probably have to be tubing. You just ride on a tube and go really fast in a boat and try to hang on and not fall off, pretty much.
My favorite class would have to be photography. I think my favorite class has been ceramics. I picked 3 monkeys, and I really like them because it's sort of funny.
Well, for first period, I'm taking drama. Second period, I'm taking sign language. Third period, I'm taking animals. And fourth period, I'm taking tie-dye. I have canoeing, which is really fun. And I'm taking sailing, and sometimes I get to steer the boat and everything, so it's really cool.
BMX is really fun because you hit jumps and you try harder to practice and get better at it.
Some of the things I loved in BMX were ramping and drifting. Weathercraft, I made like little charms for people. I did kayaking. I learned how to shoot arrows, and I learned more about riding horses. My favorite part about camp is going to horses because horses are my favorite animal and I love riding them. What I like best about camp is probably the beach because you can like go snorkeling, go on a boat, and you can play on the sand if you want, especially when the tide's out. It's really cool. You can look for hermit crabs and starfish and stuff.
On the waterfront this summer, we've had some really nice warm weather and some really windy days, so that meant that tubing was really fun. There was some nice chop on the water. Sailing was great because of the big gusts that we had. And then during swim time, the tide's been out so the kids can wade, and those who are more adventurous and want to swim out to the raft have that opportunity. And the water it's the warmest water north of the Carolinas, and the temperature's been awesome. We've had some bathwater days where the kids are just loving it.
One of the main purposes that Camp Pugwash serves in the Maritime Conference is for our young people to come to camp and come to know Jesus Christ as a personal Savior and experience a life with Him, getting to know Him, seeing what God has done for us through His Son, Jesus Christ.
My favorite part about camp would have to be the evening worships. I really enjoy praise singing, watching and listening to the kids sing. It sounds beautiful.
I learned lots of new songs at the worship, and I learned some actions to songs I didn't know the actions to. The pastors here are inspiring because they tell you great stories about God in a fun and interesting way. I love the stories, I love the songs. It's just really brought me closer, and I'm really happier with God. Like, I'm a lot happier.
I love Pugwash because God is here. Because you can feel His presence.
All right, guys, hands up for the salute.
Typical day at Pugwash begins early in the morning with flag raising of the lovely Canadian flag, breakfast in the cafeteria, and phenomenal worship led with an awesome praise team. Then there's the classes, lunch, quiet time where the kids get to chill out, more classes, and then the evening brings on fun and games, and then another worship before they go to bed.
We also have big camp activities like Pugolympia, which is our version of the Olympics, which is a really fun time, and I think the kids really enjoy it.
Well, as always, my favorite part is the theme song. Then when I get to carry the candle, that was pretty awesome.
I now declare the Pugolympic Games to be open!
I really like Pugwash because you and your cabin, you get to compete in different events like making sand castles and canoe races.
I loved the watermelon fight. We had to run out to the water and try getting the watermelon.
I went down the slide. When I finished, I was all white with soap. I was like a soap explosion. So I went down the slide and it was really fun, slippery and wet. It's like all soapy and it goes so fast. The barn party, it was really fun. We did apple bobbing, we got to go on horse rides, we got to groom the horses, and we did potato sack races.
Donuts on string, that was the best. I really like donuts.
We got to do a lot of different stuff at the barn party, so it's really fun. First time at camp, and I was kind of nervous and shy, but then after I talked to the people, they seemed really nice and I met lots of people.
This is definitely a place to make friends. I came here not knowing anybody, and by the end of summer last year I just knew everyone, and it was like the second family, I guess, to me.
Here at Pugwash, I've made so many friends, more friends than I've made at home. And just being here as a camper and now as a staff, it's just been so eye-opening to me to the whole world.
It's a really fun place because you get to make new friends and because you get to play fun games and the food is great and you get to learn more about Jesus.
It just makes me feel so happy inside when I come here. Everyone is so open to other people. I don't know how to explain it, it's just so amazing.
You come onto this campground and it's like you're just overwhelmed with the whole spiritual atmosphere. I mean, you've got the ocean, you've got the horses, you've got everything, and it's just all these things that God has given, and it's just here, all in one place. It's just amazing.
Coming here is probably the funnest time you're ever going to have. You're going to meet lots of people, and you're going to make memories that you'll never forget.
There's no better place to spend a week of your summer than at Pugwash. With the ocean, the weather, the people, the staff, the atmosphere. It's awesome. It's my favorite place to be, and I think it could be your favorite place as well.